What's going on, everybody? Richie here, Hybrid Athletics, featuring little Kookie, who likes to stand on top of the couch and perch on things. She's a little weirdo. Um, Anyways, I got a great suggestion from Fenix Dad on Instagram. He's a longtime subscriber and follower. He's been keeping up with my journey for a while, so I appreciate the support, brother. And he hit me up with a question on Instagram. He says, he wants to know if I'll be doing a video on my workout schedule. So I appreciate that. That's a great idea. It's going to allow me to cover some other topics and other things I've been looking into recently. Why I use the split that I'm using right now, and hopefully you can take some of that information and apply it to your own training. And also, if you have any other questions, guys, follow me on Instagram, my new page, Hybrid Athletics. If I can't get to you on YouTube, sometimes it helps, slide into the DMs. Sometimes I'm a little more active on Instagram. So go ahead, send me questions there. I appreciate the suggestions, and I'll try to get to them if I can. So anyways, the current split that I'm using, just to sum it up, is a upper-lower split. And hope it should go upper-lower rest sometimes, or sometimes upper-lower rest, and then repeat. But sometimes, it goes upper, lower, work 4 days doing hard work, and then go straight back into upper, lower. It is what it is. So, it changes from week to week, but the main goal is I'm trying to get every single muscle group at least 2 times per week. And pretty much just to sum it up real short, it'll be a upper day, and it might be like heavy press with volume pulling. And then it might be the next day, it was a lower day with, a deadlift or like a bend movement focus. And then it would be another upper day. So last time I was doing a heavy push and a volume pull. This day I'm gonna do heavy pull, volume push. And then the next day is lower, and that would be like a squat focus. In addition to all those days, I'm trying, at the end of the workouts, I'm trying to do some sort of hypertrophy work for arms. So biceps, triceps, a lot of biceps, triceps, supersets to finish. Medial and posterior deltoids. So a lot of upright row, superset, pinky out, lateral flies. And I'm also trying to do some hamstring hypertrophy work as well, and bring up the hamstrings that have been lagging. So on my leg days, it's usually, I usually like to finish out with good mornings, like for high reps, like in the 15 rep range. And also doing like hamstring curls on the machine. So that's the basic gist of it. So why have I chosen this? Well, I've been doing a lot of research into the amount of volume needed, one for just strength and muscle maintenance, right? So there's a minimum volume for maintenance for each muscle group. Then there's a minimum volume to actually grow a muscle, right? And to get stronger. And then there's a maximum volume, a maximum recoverable volume for each muscle group. That's the most volume that a muscle group can get per week, working sets per week, and still adequately recover from, so that you can continue to train hard and progress the muscle. So ideally, what we want to do is find something between that minimum volume for growth and strength growth and the maximum volume, and sort of find that sweet spot in between there. Now, as you continue to train, the number of sets that you'll be able to recover from will increase over time, until that fatigue has accumulated so much that you'll actually start seeing a regression. So if you go over that maximum recoverable volume, you will eventually start regressing in, muscle size and strength. So we don't want that, right? So pretty much what I've been doing is, if I notice that I'm getting weaker in a certain move, that's really bad, right? I'll have to take maybe a week to just focus on just body weight training and nothing crazy. I might, just pull-ups, push-ups, body rows, dips, things like that. No additional weight. That'll be like my deload week, and then get back into it. But I also don't want to take a deload unless I feel like I have to. So I feel like, there's some people that they're taking deloads too often when maybe you don't need to. If I'm feeling good and I'm continuing to progress, I'm not going to take a deload, right? Even if it's scheduled for me that week, I'm not going to do it. But you got to listen to your body and know when it's time. So, but yeah, pretty much upper lower split. Some other good ideas that I think you can use are like a full body. So you can do a full body 3 times a week. I think that's a great split that can work as well. The reason why I prefer the upper lower split is because I feel like it allows me to get more total volume throughout the week, because each time I go to the gym, it's not like I'm hitting legs first and then by the time I get to my weighted pull-ups or whatever, I'm exhausted, because that's a hard move. So that's why I split it up into upper lower like that. The other thing about the volume is that certain muscle groups recover faster than others. So, for example, the bigger a muscle is, the more damage it takes, and that means the recovery time is going to be longer. So, glutes, hamstrings, quads, those muscles are going to take longer to recover than your arms, your deltoids, specifically the medial and posterior delts. They're going to take longer. Those are going to take a shorter time to recover than those bigger muscles. So what I'm trying to do is those muscles that recover quicker, I'm trying to hit those every 48 hours. So that means at the end of all my workouts, I'm doing a lot of arm supersets and I'm doing a lot of shoulder supersets to try and achieve that hypertrophy in those muscle groups. And like I said, I'm trying to get some hamstring hypertrophy as well. So doing a lot of hamstring curls and good mornings on my leg days. So that's pretty much the basic gist of it. Of course, there's some plyo. I have some plyo days and fast days scheduled in, sprinkled in the mix, because I'm trying to get twitchy, trying to get more explosive and jump higher, since that is one of the main focuses of my leg training. And it's working pretty well, and I'm going to continue to do it for at least the next 3 to 4 weeks. After that, I'm thinking about getting back into some strength-focused training, and like I said, I want to start moving some heavy weight. If you saw my last video, I want to start getting back into some heavy weight. So I might do a strength block. Of course, I prefer to do a strength block when I'm in a caloric surplus. Right now, I'm still leaning out. So we'll see how it works out. But for the time being, it's an upper-lower split, and it's working great. And I would definitely recommend it to anybody, so go ahead, give it a try. Hopefully you could use some of this information into your own training, and I hope it helped. If it did, go ahead, leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Hybrid Athletics, my new page. If you got any questions or comments, leave them in the box below or slide into the DMs, and I'll try and get to you as soon as possible. All right, take it easy. I'll talk to you next time.